So having been able to manage my Hashimoto's symptoms and reverse prediabetes, I considered myself a veteran when it came to elimination diets. But the Whole30 was a whole different ballgame. Hey there everyone, welcome back to yet another video talking about the Whole30. My name is Zishan and today I wanted to give you an honest review of the Whole30, my journey, what I learned, and perhaps some tips for you if you do decide to go on the protocol yourself. Alright, so let's break it down. In the words of the founders, the Whole30 is like pushing the reset button with your health, your habits, and your relationship with food. The Whole30 is an elimination protocol that helps you pinpoint which foods may be causing issues for you. Now, this can seem extremely restrictive, and I'm not gonna lie, it is. But this was more of a challenge for me to see if I could finish the Whole30, and I had some lingering issues that I wanted to resolve, which the Whole30 claims that it helps with. So dark circles run in the family for me, and lately I'd noticed that I was getting some puffiness around my eyes as well. So yeah, I wanted to see if it would help with that. Alright, so let's break it down. I was not in it for weight loss, but lose weight I did. So I did notice that my pants were fitting better and my stomach had flattened, and no amount of exercise was helping in that area. So I didn't notice any change in my skin, but then remember that I've been gluten and dairy free for a while now, and those have always been triggers for me where my skin is concerned. My eczema and my acne all went away when I started to cut out gluten and dairy from my diet. As for the puffiness, I haven't seen much of a change, but that could very well mean that I need to stay on the protocol for a little bit longer than others due to my autoimmune condition. So as far as emotional health goes, I have tried elimination diets in the past, like the AIP diet, which is the autoimmune protocol, and I just ended up being really overwhelmed and depressed, and I felt like the joy was taken out of eating for me. Perhaps that was because it was right after my diagnosis. I was all alone. I really didn't know much about my condition, and it just wasn't the right stage in life. We were overseas, I was an expat, and perhaps if I do it now, it'll be much easier. I just feel like the Whole30, with so much information out there, the support, the community that you have, just simply by going to their website, I just feel like I was able to see it through. All this to say that if you're starting on your health journey and you're just, you feel overwhelmed, it really helps to have guidance and support, which you will find in the Whole30 community simply by going onto their website and checking out their social media. So with friends and family cheering me on, I did find that I was gaining more respect. It's funny how when you yourself are challenged, you end up inspiring so many people, right? And the best part is that you inspire and educate your kids. I've had my kids tell me that they're really proud of me, and Ali even joked that he was going to knock off any off-plan food from my hands going forward. So I definitely noticed my cravings lessening from when I first started the Whole30, especially in the afternoons when you have a craving, you want to munch on something. So during the Whole30, because I was restricted, I couldn't even have a baked treat. I just would make a homemade trail mix and have a cup of tea, and that was enough to carry me through. So my diet is Whole30 for the most part, but I noticed that I was leaning a little bit too much into the grains, and being South Asian, roti and rice is like a staple. And although I've taken care of the roti part, I do love my white rice and my quinoa and all the grains. So the Whole30 created this awareness that I feel like I was finding creative ways to fill the void that grains leave on my plate. And although meat is allowed on the Whole30, but I found that my consumption of vegetables goes way up while I'm on the protocol. Coming out of summer with traveling and indulgences and hosting, I just felt like I was giving myself a pass when it came to sugar consumption, And being predisposed to diabetes, I really needed to pull back. So the Whole30 I feel gave me a framework to not only reduce the sugar intake, but also to rewire my brain and my taste buds by reducing the cravings. Because let's face it, the more sugar you eat, the more you crave it. So by eliminating the healthy treats from my diet on the Whole30, I was able to wean myself off of the mindless reaching for, the baked treats or the sugary stuff that we often do. And I also learned that I'm able to do well with food restrictions. Going cold turkey works well for me. That's how I was able to eliminate gluten from my diet altogether, and bad habits in the past as well. So I love talking about planning and prepping your meals as it is, but on the Whole30 I can't stress enough how important it is. And I have a video talking about what I eat in a day on the Whole30. I talk a lot more about planning and prepping and staying organized, so definitely go have a look at that one. But if you want to do the Whole30, it's absolutely critical that you organize your meals and plan ahead. So there you have it, my honest review of the Whole30. Is it easy? Nope, absolutely not. But then nothing worth anything in life ever is. So if you have any autoimmune conditions, skin issues, allergies, and they're just not getting resolved, then I absolutely feel that an elimination diet is well worth it. And the Whole30 is one of the best ones out there. So definitely let me know if you've tried the Whole30, how your experience has been, and let's talk down in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.